Picard Season 3 isn't just a well-deserved send-off for the crew of the Enterprise D. It's also filled with cameos from across the Star Trek franchise. Unfortunately, one fan-favorite character didn't make the cut. Here's why. Warning, spoilers ahead. Between its premiere in January 2020 and its finale in April 2023, Star Trek Picard referenced not just the past of Jean-Luc Picard, but many chapters of Star Trek history. This includes the 90s TV series Star Trek Voyager. One Picard Season 2 Easter egg featured a distinctive comm sound effect well familiar to Voyager fans. There's also an Easter egg in Picard Season 3 in which Picard recounts meeting a species of alien called the Hirogen.
So when the Alpha advanced, the hunter had been turned into the prey.
A cadet even mentions Voyager protagonist Admiral Catherine Janeway. After all, it was her crew that made violent first contact with the species. In fact, Season 3 showrunner Terry Matalas originally intended for Admiral Janeway to appear in the final season of Star Trek Picard, only for the show's producers to reject the idea. Matalas revealed his plans for a Janeway cameo during a roundtable discussion. He said, "There were characters I really wanted to see again. In the original finale script, look, it was a giant movie that we were building on a television time schedule. The fact that you saw what we saw was miraculous that we pulled it off. It nearly killed us all. We wanted Kate Mulgrew to be part of 7 of 9's promotion." During that same roundtable discussion, Terry Matalas went into more detail about the act's potential cameos. Ultimately, a Star Trek Picard line producer had final say over the scope of Season 3's conclusion. The producer gave the thumbs down to several cameo ideas, including an appearance by Janeway. Matalas explained, "They're all in the first script. And then your line producer says, 'Are you out of your mind? You can't afford these things. You are not Avengers Endgame,' so they got to go away. And so those are our regrets." Janeway's absence from Picard isn't due to a lack of trying, but rather an ambition that the series budget was unable to realize. Janeway, for what it's worth, is still actively a part of Star Trek in its current incarnation. She appears in animated form on both seasons of Star Trek Prodigy. A return for Janeway in live action then may well still be a possibility as the Star Trek franchise continues. Star Trek Picard first hints at the possibility of an Admiral Janeway cameo during the 6th episode of Season 3. It occurs in a scene where 7 of 9 tells Jack Crusher about the USS Voyager during a visit to the Fleet Museum. Underscoring her recollection of her time on the ship is a brief musical cue from the Star Trek Voyager theme.
The USS Voyager. She made her name farther out than any of those other relics had ever gone.
After Season 6 first premiered, Janeway actor Kate Mulgrew herself reposted a clip of this moment on Twitter with the caption, "To the USS Voyager." In response to Mulgrew's acknowledgement of the Voyager shoutout, several fans openly wished for Janeway to make a Picard appearance. One Twitter fan said, "Still rooting for Janeway to be on Picard." Meanwhile, other users wrote that they want to see Janeway make a return to live action at some point in the Star Trek franchise's future, Picard or not. Since Picard is over, the cameo Terry Matalas originally had planned for Janeway is an impossibility. Nevertheless, with interest in Janeway still high, it's entirely likely that there will eventually be a live-action Star Trek role for her moving forward.